Alright, well, I don't have even my old, like, kind of bad headset that I have to choose between the mic in or having a full headset. I'm back to using just my headphones. I'm home right now and I forgot to bring my headset with me because I needed to make space in my backpack for my Nintendo Switch so that I can play Pokemon Go here. No, not Pokemon Go. Whoops. The real one. Pokemon, the real one. But more likely than not, I probably wouldn't do that because I should probably be studying. But before that, I've been wanting to finish this draft off because, as you can see, we're 4-0 right now. So, you know, I want to just finish off, see if we can get to 5 or whether we'll lose 2 in a row. Have a totally like 7-5 for 4 win, 4-2 run. But the deck's very strong. I am going to take out a little lucky lover because I keep forgetting about that. It usually comes on the board first thing. The Jasmine is okay. Is there any less level on the Jasmine? Because the Jasmine is just strictly play because I only have one card. Well, not strictly, I suppose. But I have one card in my deck that draws me a card, and that doesn't feel like it's worth more than the potential of, pumping by 1. Because I'm actually looking for some Trebuchet, but I think when I start the match off, I want to be as aggro as possible, and then, they have flyers, and I can bring their Trebuchet in, bring these white decks, blue decks that have, like, the cute flyers, but yeah, the Lucky Clover. I don't think there's just enough payoff for it. The combat tricks I have work well enough on their own that doubling them feels gratuitous, and I don't really want to spend a turn setting up Lucky Clover in this deck. And I've been saying that for like the past 4 games, I keep forgetting to take it off the game board, so. Yeah. So, pretty good deck so far. We'll see how snatch a win here, or whether scrub 2 games, go 4-2, but that's high hopes for this deck. Very high hopes. For a living. Shoot for the stars. Even when I couldn't make it, killing. Didn't have the time, but I always had high hopes. I'm gonna play now. I guess Brandon Curry streams video games now, so like, maybe playing Magic, you can be our opponent. That would be exciting. I would love to get defeated by Brandon Curry or completely dominated. I would just like to play a game of Magic with Brandon Curry. If such a thing were to happen, I would have to quickly go ahead and Google stuff and list it would make as many really bad runs as can. I'm currently trying to think. Like, if I won the match, I definitely end the match by saying Come on. What else? What else is there? I guess if he's, I don't know Brandon Urie's partner status, but I guess if I did defeat him, I could say that it was the death of a bachelor. These are bad, and I'm going to play Magic the Gathering now. Totally keepable hand. Sure, we don't have white, but we don't have a ton of white cards in our deck. It's, excuse me, it's like 4 or 5. And we have just all red cards, two dwarves, so this is going to be a good turn 2, turn 3 play. And we have Sirkara as well, just because it's nice to have, got Sirkara. I just need to draw the lands. Oh my gosh, 3 dwarves? Man, if we get 3 dwarves out at once, that'll be new record, and that'll be pretty backbreaking. Pretty backbreaking for our opponent. So we're in the Boros Mirror, although they're the Boros Mirror that doesn't play cards earlier on. Eldraine a Scorching Dragonfire in response. Oh, black. Oh, Mardu. Wow, really? Well, I don't think very highly of playing the Mardu colors together in Eldraine because there's not a lot of fixing. So either this person's got a fair amount of fixing, like Training Ground and whatnot, or their card quality is just so insanely high that it doesn't matter. Do I have any double white cards in the Harmonious Archon? I'd rather hold information as long as possible. So we're going to play the 7 Dwarves. And we still have mana for Scorching Dragonfire, which we can keep up in response to them equipping the Bell of the Brawl or something, or doing really anything that we don't like. Potentially we can remove it, use it to remove one final blocker. But when a commander has Death Touch, Crystal Slipper, they can't equip it this turn. So I'm just get rid of the Death Touch creature so that I can just swing in for free. They basically have to, you know, yeah. So that makes sense. That was a pretty disgusting, like, 7 Dwarves aggro play there. I do not blame our opponent for scooping it up that quickly. The deck is good. If our opponent is a Mardu aggro deck, I'm going to tech in which it means. I don't know. I really don't. I think the deck's fine as it is. The only thing worth considering, I guess, but I feel like because we're 2 colors, we'll be naturally more aggressive than them because they'll have a lot more. There's a higher chance of them stumbling on mana and having a slower start. So I feel like we don't need to play these cards. Well, playing the Firstborn is potentially something because they'll probably have a lot of weak cards. Yeah, okay. That actually does make sense. And we just want to be very aggressive, and if we can get to a point where we can steal, I mean, hell, if we can steal their Bell of the Brawl when we have, there's like a board full of Raging Red Caps, we got some Raging Red Caps, and we got some Knights in our deck, that'll be kind of funny. Still not super excited on this card, but I think we're like trying to be so aggressive that this will work better in this against this matchup than it did the last time we teched it in, and we found out we were not playing a deck that it worked well against. Sneaky. Oh god. This seems unkeepable, I think. Not aggressive enough. 5 lands is way too many. Again, the Magic Arena thing apparently likes to try flooding you a little bit if you keep too many lands as well, so I don't want to just have a 2-drop, and then my next possible thing is a 4-drop if we don't draw anything good, so I'm going to just roll it quickly. I'll keep this, though. Probably, I'm just going to bid the bottom of the Silverflame Squire. It's an amazing card, of course, but since I can't guarantee I'm going to get a white mana, I would like to keep all my red cards. Okay. Shepherd of the Flock. Totally decent card. Alright, now 7 Dwarves, number 1. Not in as strong a position now, unfortunately, because our, the 7 Dwarves doesn't attack into a 3-1 super well, even with its buddy. But the Raging Red Cap does. I could have also outflanked there, but I think with the Raging Red Cap pairing so well against the Shepherd of the Flock, I'm more interested in keeping this for a card that I can't kill as easily. Interesting situation. I could attack with the Raging Red Cap, and whatever they block with I can kill with a combination of Rimrock and Outflank, but I'm not sure how good that is. The Overreach is a very good card, though, and it arguably does a good job of stalling our deck out, more than probably a lot of other Knights would, so perhaps it would be worth it. The ideal scenario, though, is being able to just outflank one thing, you know? But that's not always gonna work out. Double pass for right now. Our deck does scale pretty well. Like if we draw like the Sarkaras and the Harmonious Archons and this, that, the other thing. Sorry, everyone. And by everyone, I do mean Kelly. And Kelly will. I don't know why. I just have the. It's really foolish, but like, since these aren't public videos, even though I'm like 300% sure that for the most part Kelly's going to be the only one watching them, I don't want it to feel like exclusionary. I don't know. I just feel it just feels better to use like broad language, as if there might be somebody who doesn't know anything about me or why I'm even making this channel. It's good and it makes a lot of sense. My opponent is being a really weird situation. I keep drawing lands, or I've drawn 5 lands, which isn't super great. Until I draw Sarkar or Harmonious Archon, and then I'll be glad that I did. But until that happens, my opponent's just kind of got the board a little gummed up here. I don't pair very well against it. I think I'm going to go for the Rimrock Knight, like on the Radiant Redcap attack as well as the outflank, because if they decide to double block for some reason, I'd be in really good shape. I do want to hold up the Ember Shieldbreaker because they played the Slipper, and I'm assuming they have to have other equipment to be wanting to play that. Okay, no blocks. Now the next question is, do I just push 6 damage through and then play the Rimrock Knight? And then I can outflank the Ogre Errant? It's actually not the worst thing in the world. Oh, but that makes it indestructible. Dang. Well, I suppose if this attacks, I can trade with it at least. Still. Dang. Alright. Okay. Another knight. Sure thing. Ugh. Come on. I need to draw some action to make this work. Like, Redcap melee would go down smooth on the Ogre Errant. Ooh, they have the Sarkara as well. Very good. I mean, at a 4-0, I was not expecting anything less than a very, very high power deck from our opponent. Man. Hey, that's pretty good. There's no, like, unforeseen consequences if I do this, right? I mean, like, these get better, this gets better, this gets a little better, just gets more power, because the toughness is equal to the number of knights. It doesn't, like, have a base, so it will always be you know, whatever that is. So it's not going to become 3+4. These become quite good. This becomes incredible. Yeah, this seems just like a good play. And then I have a 4/5 that I can bash in the air with, which might just seal the game. And then I also get 2 more 3/3s to block with. So then outflank will become extremely strong next turn. But yeah, I think with considering this, I think because it's Searing Barrage is like the only card that like a Harmonious Archon is. I'm worried about Harmonious Archon. So if I can just keep pushing damage through and making stuff happen, then I can do some work. I definitely have the ability to just go in with the Raging Redcap now, because it's gonna demand monsters. It's gonna push through so much damage, and then I can Rock Knight to like mess stuff up and outflank to blow them out. So this attack makes a lot of sense to me now. The Rimrock Knight Boros doesn't pair super well against that. The board with Harmonious Archon, because going from 5 to, going 3 to 5 with Double Strike is fine. It doesn't let me free kill 2 of their creatures. So I'm going to use it here just to put a little more damage through, which will put them probably to Electric Clock if my math is correct. Yeah, Harmonious Archon will kill them next turn. And then I still have outflank, and that will be how I can blow out my opponents. I'm trying to think. I mean, they could have a board wipe, I guess. They could have a board wipe, but that's probably unlikely. So they really have to dig for like a Searing Barrage or some other thing. Sorry, my arm's pretty good, but unless there's yeah, I'm pretty sure that's game. I'm not sure what they would do at this point. Oh, I guess they have two Sword Masters that would attack. I'll trade one of my dwarves. I'll trade one of my dwarves. I go up to 9. I could probably just attack back. Mess them up pretty majorly. They still heal 9, or they still go to 9. I'll take 5. Oh wait, why would I do that? Because if I outflank here, then I still win air. So it makes a lot of sense to outflank this with Sword Master. What am I? Man, I can't believe I almost just like punched that bad. After what was like, God, it's like thinking. Alright, well, the deck did well as expected. It seemed extremely strong. So we got the 5 wins, 5-0. Like that's power. I'm into it. Let's claim this prize. Let's get 6 bags, 2,100 gems. So we're making gems now. The goal. The goal of any person getting into best of 3 drafts on Arena. Trying to at least go even. Most one night, cool. These mean very little to me at this point, other than like I can't think of what rares I still want for constructed, because basically all I play is Merriman. So wild cards are nice. Maxing out my whatever is nice so that I can get gems. These are the things I'm working towards at this point. And 7 packs, or I guess 6 packs, and then this 7th pack will be from my leveling up or something. It's a really good way to get there, you know. Excuse me. Very exciting. Okay, well, that went super well. We got a ranked draft 2020 for the ranked set, which is kind of cool. I might just play traditional draft for a couple more times until maybe I don't, get the 1,500. just play it a few more times, because I'm not sure, because with red being so open and represented all the time, obviously that means there's a lot of aggro decks, which probably is going to get old pretty fast, even if I'm going like 5-0 with like amazing decks. But on the other hand, Magic is Magic. I still enjoy playing Magic if I have a good aggro deck, and if I'm making the gems doing so, you know, it's not going to hurt. But what I'm saying is I might, if I continue to do this well, but all I get to play is aggro, then I'll probably will go back to using my original plan of using my ranged draft entries on core set instead of going back to Eldraine like I suggested I might to test out the Arena Shuffler when playing aggro decks. So, but so far, playing the 17 land aggro decks has been extremely good. So, in fact, I'm probably going to just fire another draft off right now, but I will make it a separate video just because that's how I do things here. Yeah, I think I'll fire off another draft right away, and then I'll leave the gameplay for tomorrow, probably, sometime. But yeah, good run. See you in a second.